Hello everyone, welcome to Study Online. Let me just do one thing. Let me just write Study Online. Okay. Welcome back to software testing classes. Software testing classes. Could you people please tell me what is the day? As if I'm not wrong, it's day 4, right? Just confirm me whether it is correct or not. If I'm not wrong, it's software testing day 4. Okay, and I'm really sorry, due to some technical issues of Wi-Fi, I don't know what happened. Fine. Yesterday, it was not working in the morning slot. That's the reason I was not able to take the class. Okay, no need to worry. Instead of six demo class, you'll have five demo class in this week. That's it. That's the only difference that's gonna happen. Okay. Let me just do one thing. Let me just share you the notes. Wait a minute. Where is the notes? Yeah, let's come back to the. Okay, where is that? Yes, I think here manual testing. Day one, day two, day three. Okay. Guys, do you think you have learned completely about waterfall model? If I'm not wrong, have you learned completely about waterfall model? I hope you would have. I hope. Next, this happens to be day four. I will tell. Day four. I will tell. Next, please tell me, guys. After waterfall model, what is the next thing? After waterfall model, what is the next model? I want you to respond in the chat box. What is the next model? Guys, why? Because I'm going to teach all the five models. Now I'm telling I'm going to teach all the five models. After waterfall, what is the next model? I want you to respond in the chat box. If you respond, you will understand. Trust me, if not, you'll not understand. Okay, spiral is there. After spiral, prototype, V and V, agile. Now, if I take up spiral, it will take almost around 2 to 2.5 hours to wind up the topic. That's the reason. That's the reason. Today, I'll be doing prototype model. Tomorrow, I'm going to give you the demo of automation testing. Tomorrow, I'm going to give you the demo of automation testing. Again, from Monday, I'll start off with spiral model. That is manual testing. I'll stick on that. Yes, is that fine? Please do respond. I want you to I want you to respond whether you understood or not. As now I'm telling today I'll be doing prototype. Okay, today I'll be doing prototype so that I can just give the logical conclusion. Tomorrow I'll not be continuing with the manual testing. Why? Because I'll just give you the overview of automation testing, what I'll be doing. Again, from Monday, we'll continue. We'll stick on to manual testing. Once after manual testing, okay. At least, guys, do you know the path, right? After manual testing, what is that I'll be doing? Please tell me. After teaching you people manual testing, what is the next topic that I'll be doing? What is the next subsection? Do you think I'll be starting Selenium or I'll be starting Java or whatever the Python, like whichever you would have chosen? Do you think direct Selenium or programming language first? Guys, respond. Don't hesitate. That's the same mistake that you have committed in your college. That's the reason you'll not be having the clarity and you'll not be able to recollect. Guys, if you're not responding, trust me, it will be very difficult for me to continue. Okay, cool. Don't you think first I'll be doing the programming language, later Selenium? Now, if somebody is asking what is the meaning of prototype model, your answer should be pretty simple. Same answer. It is one of the procedures followed to develop the software. It's a part of SDLC. Now, I'm going to display the diagram so that you'll get the clarity. Shall I start displaying the diagram? Yes, please do respond. Shall I start displaying the diagram? Before me displaying the diagram, I want you to understand when to go for prototype model. It's pretty simple, guys. Whenever the customer or client will have frequent changes, in requirement. That means if the customer is not having the clarity about his requirement, then we should go for prototype model. Or whenever the developer or test engineers are new to the market, they don't know anything. Fine, they don't know anything, or they might be knowing anything, they might be knowing something, but they are new to the market. Fine. Next, I'm just saying when you should go, it should not be the exact scenario. Whenever the customer or client is new to the market, and if the demand for a maybe if he is demanding for a replica of the product or the software before the original software or product is developed. He's asking for replica. Replica means a dummy model. Yes or no? Next, whenever the customer or client wants a customized software or product, a pure customization, then they'll try to go for prototype. And whenever the customer wants high customer satisfaction, then they'll go for prototype. Sir, so many points you have written, sir. But how this prototype model will work? How this product model will work, if you ask me, I will teach you that. You don't worry about that. Okay. You just observe properly. That's very important. Okay, great. Plus, I'm going to display the diagram. Again, I'll come back and again I'll teach you this. Don't worry. Please tell me whether you people are able to see the diagram or not. Wait a minute. Okay, are you able to see the diagram? Wait, guys, wait. It's getting loaded. Wait, I'm just trying to remove few unnecessary things. Wait a minute. Oh, where is that? Crop. Okay. Okay. Please do respond whether you people are able to see the diagram or not. I hope you are able to see it, right? At least now. But don't worry, I'll explain you this particular diagram. Don't worry, I'll explain you this. First, what happens if you ask me? Guys, don't look at everything. Just listen to what I'm telling. Please tell me how many phases will be there in software development? I forget about prototype. How many phases will be there in software development? How many phases will be there in software development? Oh, very good. Guys, don't you think there will be seven phases? There will be seven phases. Now, same thing. Requirement elicitation and analysis will be done by business analyst. Later, later, feasibility study will be done here, but it is not being considering as a major step. It is not being considered as a major step. Prototype design, prototype development, prototype testing, customer feedback. I know you might be getting confused. Sir, from that time onwards, you're telling prototype, prototype, prototype. What is the meaning of the particular prototype, sir? Prototype means dummy module. Is that clear for everyone? Prototype means dummy module. Guys, that's what I told. Whenever the customer or client wants the customized product, or if he demands for replica of the project or software before the original software has been developed. As best example, how many of them would have seen Navagraha film in Kannada? How many of them would have seen Navagraha film? Yes, have you seen Navagraha film? No, if it is just respond yes. What is there in that? Yes, I'm asking everyone. If it is no, just tell me no. Why? Because you will not be understand the example whatever I'll be giving. If you would have seen Navagraha film, I think Darshan is the hero, right? Yes. Not I think. He is the hero. He is the villain. Okay. If you have not seen, don't worry. One more example I will take. I'm damn sure you'll be able to understand. When it comes to Navagraha film, guys, don't you think before they start, what I can tell, the robbery of that Ambari, don't you think they'll be having a prototype of complete Mysore palace in their garage? Yes or no? In their garage or where they used to plan. Don't you think they'll be having a prototype of Mysore palace? Have you seen that? Like not exactly one more Mysore palace. Like how Mysore palace will look like. Like that one prototype will be there. That is only called as dummy module. Like that only they have to develop initially. Okay, one more best example, guys. Now don't tell me you haven't seen Bahubali movie. I hope I'm damn sure everybody would have seen Bahubali movie. In Bahubali movie, please recollect before the war begins with Kalakeya, I guess, Limda, all those things will tell, right? Okay. Before the war begins with Kalakeya, don't you think Rajamata will Rajamata along with what I can tell, Bahubali, Ballala Deva, all those people, they'll just plan which side the Bahubali should lead, which side the Ballala Deva should lead, which side that particular Kattappa will lead. Don't you think they'll be having a prototype of the war field? Yes or no? Have you observed? They'll be having a prototype of a war field, dummy module of a war field, like that. Before developing the actual product or software, dummy design, dummy development, dummy testing, give it to the customer. Fine. If the customer is satisfied, then only the original product will be started to develop. If the customer is not satisfied, he will again change the requirement. See, this is not nice, that is not nice. Again you take the requirement, again you what I can tell, design, again you develop, again you test, again take the customer feedback. Until the customer is satisfied, the actual development won't occur or won't happen. I hope the left hand side, whatever I have written, that happens to be development of dummy module or prototype. Development of dummy module or prototype. Best example, guys. One more example I'll be giving you. Assume that if you want to purchase a Mahindra Thar, if you want to purchase a Mahindra Thar car, at that point of time, yeah, 100% you can have a customization. You can have a customization of that car. Correct, right? I think in that particular showroom, they'll be showing you, sir, see, sir, this is how. Yes, there are two basic models in Mahindra Thar. One open top, one more thing, closed top. But even though if you want to modify some extra things like tires or whatever it will be fine, you can do so many customization. 100% they're gonna take all your inputs. Assume that the tire size will be 18-inch. Maybe if you want some 20-22 inch at that point of time, they'll take all your requirement. Maybe assume that you'll tell, I want some paint has to be changed. I want the front headlight has to be changed. I want this has to be changed. That has to be changed. All your requirement they will take. Do you think one more original car they will develop first? No, they will never gonna develop one more original car. Rather, what they will do? Don't you think they'll show you the 3D design? Will you agree with my point? Because nowadays people are sticking on to 3D design. Because if it is a product they can't develop, if they can't afford to develop one more chota dummy product, they can't develop some chota Mahindra Thar or take it for your kid. This is what the customer is Mahindra chota car. They can't tell like this. That's the reason at that point of time they'll just show you the 3D model of the the requirement, whatever you have told. If you are satisfied, then they'll start developing the original product. The same thing will be applicable for some of the sports bike. I don't know whether you have heard about or not. 100% some of the sports bike, some of the sports car, or if you take Rolls Royce, fine. If you take the Rolls Royce car, same thing gonna happen. According to your requirement only, they'll just completely customize the car and they'll just deliver. Okay. Next, I don't know whether you have observed uh, house construction. Fine. Because whenever you want to construct a house, don't you think nowadays people will be showing you along with the plan. Because plan is different. Plan is not a dummy module. Plan is just a document which is required to develop the original house. But don't you think nowadays people are showing you 3D house where you can imagine how exactly your house will be developed? Yes or no? So I don't know whether you people are aware of this. Are you aware of this? If not, just check in YouTube. 3D. a home diagram or something like that. 3D house plan, something like that. Sir, when it will be useful, sir? Because when people will go for 3D, if you ask me, maybe if you're constructing some 20, 30 house, 30, 40 house, they'll not be going with 3D, they'll be sticking on to plan itself. Why? Because what you will see in 20, 30, 30, 40, fine. One floor or second, two floor is what you're going to construct. But if they are constructing a very big house, fine, they can't change that later. Again, if change has to be done, crores together will be lost. Crores together. Fine. Best example. Have you heard about Ambani's house in Mumbai? Have you heard about Ambani's house? Okay, what's the name of the house? Antilia. The name of the house. No, no, guys, it is not Untilia. Antilia. Somebody is telling Untilia. It is, oh, guys, somebody is typing Antilia. Guys, it is not Antilia. 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 Antilia, not Antilia. Okay. There are around 27 floors, like that. I don't know the exact thing. I think it's 27 floors as per my knowledge. Don't you think before they start constructing that particular house, I have seen a video, like how in Bahubali film, like how in what I can tell, Navagraha film, they'll be having a dummy module. Trust me, they had a dummy module of Antilia, although they might be having 3D diagram, why? Because it's a crowds together amount, right? Assume that Ambani would have asked, I want a dummy module, please start developing that. Fine, whatever may be the cost, I'll give it. That's the reason they have developed a dummy module like Antilia. Later, they started construction. I hope you're able to understand what is prototype. That's the reason I'm asking. Prototype, dummy, prototype, not original. Is that fine? Yes, again, I'm going to quickly recap and let me just show you the right side part. REA, requirement elicitation analysis, will be done by BA. Dummy design, dummy development, dummy testing. Once the customer is satisfied, then the actual development will start. Observe, when it comes to actual development, what will happen? Once the customer is satisfied, then they'll do again a proper feasibility study. But I have not taken that particular, what I can tell, block. But please assume that before the starting design, a proper feasibility study will be done. Feasibility means, okay, customer, you're satisfied. See, four times we have changed the dummy module just for your proper satisfaction. Now you have to pay us the amount whatever we asked to start developing the original product. Original product development is pretty simple. Actual design. I think yesterday whatever you have learned. Fine. That is not yesterday. I think day before yesterday whatever you have learned. Design phase. High level design, low level design. Coding phase, testing phase. After testing, installation, maintenance. Is there any doubt for anyone with respect to right hand side? I'll not speak anything regarding the right hand side. Why, sir? Why? Because please refer to day two video. I hope you'll be able to understand what is design, what is coding, what is testing, what is installation, what is maintenance. Completely, I have talked. Is that clear for everyone? Yes, please do respond. Is that clear? No, I just want you to respond. Okay. Please write this diagram later. No one I'm telling. Because if I'm not wrong, it's diagram number. Let it be diagram itself. If I write diagram number one and all, you might be getting confused. Okay. Yep. So you're when to go for prototype model. I think at least I hope you got some basic clarity. Whenever the customer or client have changes in the requirement in between a software development, then you have to go for that. Whenever the developers or testers are new to the market, then you also don't know how the end product will look like. Before that, you just develop some dummy model for yourself. Whenever the customer or client is new to the market, if he demands for the dummy module or replica of the original product or software, then you have to go for that. Whenever the customer wants customized product or software, then 100% you have to go for prototype. Whenever the customer wants high customer satisfaction means, see, don't you think until he satisfies, actual development will not happen. Yes or no, right hand side will not happen until the customer is satisfied. Right side, Yes, I hope you will do this way because even though if I do it, it will not be taking. Can I expect you to do this? Put one box here. Put one box here. Right now, if I scroll, that particular box will also come. That's the reason. Because upon the diagram, I'm just doing the scrolling activity. I think I can do, I guess. Wait a minute. Oh, shit. Wait. Okay. Client satisfaction. This one I have highlighted. Now, I think I can do it. Wait. Insert. Where is that? Draw shapes. Okay. Don't you think this is actual development? Will you agree with my point? Because I want you people to respond. This is the actual development, right hand side, whatever I have written. This is dummy development, this is actual development. Is that clear for everyone? Yes, please do respond. Is that clear for everyone? Yeah, it's clear. If it is clear, I'll just proceed further. Just a minute. I'll just insert some text there where you'll be able to understand that's the actual development. Where is the text? Where is that? Seriously, I'm new to this the OneNote. Wait a minute. Previously, I used to use Notepad. Maybe going ahead also for revision purpose, I'll be coming to know OneNote. But if not, no Notepad is the best thing. Where is text? I think somewhere I have seen text box. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's do one thing. I think upon the diagram, can we write? Yeah, we can insert space file. Okay. Pictures, no. Transcribe, no. Okay. Draw actual pen shapes, automatic shape. Okay. Link to text. Okay. Somewhere I'm not able to see it, guys. It's okay, no issues. I don't know where exactly it is there. It's okay, guys. Could you write? Could you people please write while writing the diagram by remembering development of original module. That's it. Development of original module is what you have to write here. Okay. Let's proceed further. Let's proceed further. Okay, sir. What is the next thing, sir? I'm going to tell you what is the meaning of prototype. This is very important, guys. The note point, whatever I'm going to give, is very important. If somebody is asking what is prototype, your answer should be prototype means dummy module. Please don't tell dummy module. Prototype means dummy module. Is that fine? See, observe properly. I'll just tell Times New Roman. Okay. And this happens to be 18. Yeah. Prototype means dummy module, which can be represented in the form of image or it might be blueprint, or sometimes they'll create a small replica of the original product. Is that fine? Original product or software. I hope everybody are able to understand what is the meaning of prototype, dummy module. Next, what, sir? Next, when to go for product model, you have learned. Now, let me just give you few points regarding whatever you have learned just now. Regarding whatever you have learned just now, I'm going to give you a few points. Observe properly and tell me whether it is correct or not. Or what, sir? So many points you have written. What I have explained in that particular diagram, I have given in the form of a note points. That's it. Not note points, the points. Okay. Okay, cool. Observe properly. Wait, I'll just change the display of. Okay. Observe guys, in prototype model, initially the customer will give the requirement. According to the customer requirement, the company will develop prototype or dummy module. I hope everybody are clear about the first point. Later, it will be shown for the customer after prototype testing. This is very important, guys. Why? Because you have to do prototype testing. Without you testing, you can't eradicate the errors. Don't make the customer to find the error. Fine, it's your duty as a test engineer to do prototype testing. If the customer or client wants some changes in the requirement, then the company people are going to develop another prototype. Then the company people are going to develop another prototype or dummy module. This process will happen until the customer is satisfied. Until the customer is satisfied, this process will not keep on happening. Next, once the customer or client is satisfied, then the actual design or actual development will start. Actual testing will happen once the customer is satisfied. Guys, give me 1 minute. Okay. Once the customer is satisfied, at the last, the developed and tested software or product will be installed by installation engineer. Later, maintenance will be done by maintenance engineer. That's it. That means what you have to understand, until they'll get green signal from the customer, they'll not start doing the actual coding, actual testing. That's it. Actual testing means, the normal testing, whatever you have learned in SDLC. Okay. Now, what I'll do, let me just ask you a few things. Guys, when it comes to prototype model, how many types of testing are there? If you look at the diagram, you'll be able to understand. I have highlighted that. How many types of testing are there? When it comes to prototype model, how many types of testing? Very good. Don't you think? Prototype testing, actual testing. Prototype testing is very simple. Testing which is performed on a dummy software is called as prototype testing. Testing which is performed on actual software which got developed is called as actual testing. I hope it's clear for everyone. Let's change this. Okay. In prototype model, there are two types of testing. In prototype model, there are two types of testing. Prototype testing, actual testing. What is prototype testing if somebody is asking? Your answer should be, it's a process of checking whether the component or requirement are present in dummy module or not. That means, according to the customer requirement, whether these developers or whether the people who have developed the dummy module have developed the proper prototype according to customer requirement or not, is what they're gonna check. They will just check, okay, this is there, that is there, that is there. Okay, that's it. That's what they're gonna check. Because they can't test the software, right? By providing the input, they can't test. Why, sir? Why they can't test? The actual product is not been built so far. It's just a dummy. You have to verify. Instead of, guys, for example, Ambani would have told, fine, I want a swimming pool in 27th floor. Fine, I want helipad on 27th floor. That means you have to just verify as a test engineer, okay, this particular dummy module has been developed purely according to customer requirement or not. Before the customer tells you, okay, this is not there, that is not there, as a test engineer, you have to tell them. That's what your duty when it comes to prototype testing. So what about actual testing, sir? It's a process of checking whether the component or requirement are working. Sir, why, sir? Here we will check working, here we will only check present. Why why we will check working if you ask me? Don't you think? Guys, they would have developed the original product or original software. And actually, what is your duty as a test engineer? Just to check whether the software is working properly or not according to the customer requirement. I hope everybody are able to understand the clear difference between prototype testing and actual testing. Is that clear for everyone? Yes or no? Let's have a very quick response. Is that clear? Okay. Now I'm gonna write few things very quickly. I'm gonna write few things very quickly. Let's see how many of them will be able to understand. Okay. Guys, all these things nobody will be asking in the interview, like advantages of a prototype model, because prototype model is not so important for the IT industry people. But just for your reference, I would have given this, or I thought this topic. Just be aware of this, because who knows, you might be doing some hardware development as well in future. I don't know the exact job that you will be getting. But if you join testing course, then 100% will become test engineer. Okay. Observe, guys. Please do observe and tell me whether it is correct or not, whatever I'm writing. First, advantages of spiral model. Okay, sir. What are the advantages, sir? Guys, totally, I would have given 7 advantage. If somebody is asking in the interview, please tell them at least 5 advantage. Is that fine? At least tell them 5 advantage. First advantage, as there is a constant interaction between the client or customer, the company can achieve high customer satisfaction. Is that clear for everyone? Second very important thing. Changes in the requirement can be given before starting of the actual development. Why? Because still they'll be doing the dummy development. Addition or modification or deletion of the functionality or the requirement, fine, can be done in prototype stage itself. That's a very big advantage. Fine. Whenever the customer wants the customized product, we'll go for this. It's suitable for large or medium customized product. Requirement will be known completely in prototype stage itself before the actual development will start. It's easy to create actual software. Why? Because already you know how the dummy module of the software will look like. Already you know how this particular outcome will come. That is the reason it's very easy for a developer or test engineer to do their activities. Fine. What are the disadvantage of prototype model if you ask me? First very big disadvantage, time consuming. Will you agree with my point? It's a time consuming. As in the interview, you have to tell if they're asking time consuming and it is not smooth suitable for smaller project. Sir, why, sir? Why? Because guys, small project means small amount will be involved in that. Do you think a very big amount will be involved? No, small amount will be involved. For that particular small amount, why you have to take risk and why you have to do prototype? Why? Because cost is high. Sir, why, sir? Why cost is high, sir? Why? Because guys, simply if you tell the developer or simply if you tell the test engineer to perform dummy development, dummy testing, they'll not do it. You have to give them the money, right? That means you have to bear the salary. That's the reason it might become a costly model. Why? Because who knows? Maybe customer is if customer is taking at least once or twice to give the feedback, that's fine. But if the customer is a dabba customer and if he is giving 100 changes in requirement for every prototype, don't you think it will take time? It will increase the cost. Basically, it is not suitable for web application. It's not suitable for web application development. Why? Because for web application development, purely you have to stick on to agile. What is agile? I'll tell you. Don't worry. Next, when we should not use prototype, whenever there is less time to develop, less amount of time is there, then never go for prototype. No one I'm telling. Why? Because you will not be able to get the proper output or the desired product in the deadline. That's the reason whenever there is a less time to develop the software, then don't go for prototype model. Now tell me, how many of them understood? By chance, in the interview, if somebody is asking, explain prototype model, how many of them are in a position to explain the proper explanation along with the diagram? How many of them just respond yes in the chat box? Yes, sir. Completely understood, sir. Same thing I'll be replicating in the interview also, sir. If somebody is asking, okay, can I expect you people to replicate the same thing in the interview if they're asking? Okay, let's see how you gonna tell the answer. Let's do one thing. This after diagram. I think this is before diagram. Okay. Next. Okay, prototype model. Okay. Is that clear, guys? That's it. That's it regarding the prototype model. Is that clear for everyone? I want a quick response from your side. Is that clear for everyone? Yes or no? That's a direct answer. If it is clear, just respond yes. If it is not, just respond no. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's consider one more file. I'll just do one thing. I'll just tell topics. Topics. Fine. Please tell me what I have covered in day one. Similarly, please tell me what I have covered in day two, day three, and today's date. When it comes to day one, later I'll check it out. Wait a minute. Day one, day two, day three, day four. Okay, if you respond, I can wind up today's class early. Why? Because if I take up the next topic also, I'll not be able to give the logical conclusion. When it comes to day one, don't you think I have discussed about software companies, although this is not required for a test engineer, maybe the basics is what I have just told. Software companies or IT companies, how many IT companies are there? Something like that I just told. Okay, guys, I haven't uploaded day three notes. Please do respond. Have I uploaded or not? Guys, if that is the case, you would have informed me, right? Guys, that's what I'm saying. Please treat me as your friend with some terms and conditions. That's it. Fine. If something is not being done, don't you think I would have not done purposefully? Correct. I would have forgotten. Guys, please don't think like 24/7. I'm having only this testing batch, so that apart from this 1 hour, I'll be completely free. Hardly I'll be getting half an hour to 1 hour time in 24 hours. Fine. That's the reason. Please do inform. I hope you have my WhatsApp number, right? As if I'm not wrong, you have my WhatsApp number. Just ping in the chat. Just ping me in WhatsApp. Sir, this is not done. That is not done. That's it. I'll do it. 100% I'll not be like, "Hey, why this fellow is telling me?" No, I would have forgotten. Just remind me. Okay, at least can I expect everyone to remind me if something is not done from my side? Just don't hesitate. Like how you will talk with your friend, but don't call me Macha Maga and all. Like how you will talk with your friend, please inform, please tell everything to me. Okay, then only you will be, as well as I'll be having that comfort zone. Next, software companies is what I have given. Next, categories of software companies. Please tell me how many categories of software companies are there? That's how many categories of software companies are there? Very good. Three categories. How many types of software companies are there? How many types of software companies are there? Three types. After that, I would have explained service based, product based, and what is hybrid company. This is what I have thought. Okay. Next, after this, requirement can be given in three ways. Okay, you have learned that as well. Next, okay, history of testing. From 1980s onwards, this testing domain got into existence, is what you have to be aware. Okay. Next, after history of testing, that's it, I guess. Okay, importance of testing. Importance of testing, that's it. Later we'll do this. Everything in a single shot. Yeah. Next, when it comes to day two, please tell me, I have started off with SDLC. I have started off with SDLC, that is software development life cycle. Correct me if I'm wrong. SDLC is what I would have done. Next, under SDLC, there are five models. Under SDLC, there are five models. Sir, which are those models, sir? Not module, five models. So here, SDLC models, SDLC models. Okay. Now, I have just started off with phases of SDLC. Okay, please tell me how many phases are there when it comes to SDLC? How many phases are there when it comes to SDLC? Seven phases are there. Seven phases are there. Now tell me, guys, when it comes to day three itself, sorry, when it comes to day two itself, I have started off with waterfall model. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have started off with waterfall model when it comes to day one itself, sorry, day two itself. But I haven't given the logical conclusion. I haven't given the logical conclusion. Uh, Under waterfall model, if I'm not wrong, these things is what I would have clearly thought. Yes or no? These things is what I have clearly thought on day three. day 2, requirement, feasibility, design, coding. That's it. Next, when it comes to day 3, please tell me, let's consider day 3. Let's consider day 3. I'll just tell continuation of waterfall model is what I would have done. Continuation of waterfall model. I'll just tell continuation of waterfall model. Now, what I have thought, if you ask me, these steps I have thought clearly on day 3. These steps I have thought clearly on day 3. Along with that, I have just taught you the diagram, advantage, disadvantage, advantages of waterfall model, disadvantage of waterfall model. Next, when to go for waterfall model. Okay. And I'll just tell diagram of waterfall model. Diagram of waterfall model. Okay, let's eliminate all these things. It's not required for me. Okay. Next, what I'll do, I'll just okay, this is about day 3, and this is about day 2, and this is about day 1. Okay. Next, let's do one thing. Let's give the heading as manual testing topics. Or it's under manual testing only we are there, right? It's okay. Manual testing topics. Okay, cool. Let's come down. Day 4. That is today's class. What is the topic that I have taught? What is the topic that I have taught? Could you people please do respond the name of the topic? Guys, don't be silent. Fine, like how you will ping in the Instagram chat, WhatsApp chat. That's the reason clearly I told you to attend the class via laptop if you have laptop. If you don't have laptop, I would recommend you to purchase. Sir, why, sir? Why? Because that is the initial investment that you're going to do on yourself. Is that fine? That's the initial investment. Okay, prototype model. All these things is what I have discussed. Okay, is that clear for everyone? Yes or no in the chat box. Is that clear? Yes, I want a very quick response from your side. Is that clear? Okay, if it is clear, before halting the technical discussion, I would like to display you with a video. Fine. Somebody told regarding software testing. Just do one thing. Just listen to this. Wait a minute. Tell me whether people are able to see that particular video or not. Wait. Okay. That's why software testing is so exciting career. Fine. One of the top leading person from TCS, fine, has spoke regarding that. She's a woman. Fine. Just listen to what she tells. I think it's for 2 to 3 minutes of video. That's it. After that, we'll just take attendance and we'll just wind up the class, or we'll just hold a technical discussion. Listen to what she is telling.
Testing or assurance brings out the child in you and brings out the best talent that you have inside one person, because you got to be creative to break something that is working, and to break something that is working, it is not a mundane manual thing that you have to do. Today's new age developers are actually the testers, because while developing you actually assemble code, but when you test you got to write automation scripts, you have to run it, and you have to be creative, and you have to be very inquisitive about how this is going to work or how you're going to make it work as well. It is all about inclusive assurance. It is not about people who are sitting here and finding defects or finding faults. It is about bringing in the creativeness in you and making something work. So that way it is very exciting. That is point number 1. Point number 2, I think software as an industry has come a long way. I mean, we had mainframes, we had COBOL, Pascal, Fortran, which are no longer there. And then there was a client server systems, and then now it is the digital era now. But end of the day, be it the legacy or the new age systems, quality will never go out of fashion. You got to test, you got to test in different ways, and this is something which is a surefire career path for a person. And personally speaking, being in testing has brought out the best in me, I would say. And this is one career which actually enables you to do a lot of stakeholder management, and being in testing actually brings out the leadership skills. And so youngsters should take up this very, very passionately, and I'm very proud of being in testing and assurance.
Because I hope you got some clarity, right? Yes or no? I hope you got some clarity regarding testing. Did you get the clarity? Okay, now I'll be providing the attendance link. Wait a minute. So that if you provide your attendance, that's it. We'll halt the technical discussion. I think 10 minutes before only I'm just halting. But going ahead, if I take 10 minutes extra, you should not be like SAR and all. Okay? Okay, just check the chat box. I have given the attendance link. I want everyone to fill the attendance link now itself. That's what, as she said, testing is an innovative job. Trust me, and you will be having a respect in the company like anything. Why? Because developer will hesitate. Why? Because you will identify the mistake of him. Okay, still I can't see all the people response. Please be very quick in providing the response. Guys, still I can't see everyone's attendance. Why? Because I'll be having a count, right? How many of them are attending and how many attendance count. Please do provide the attendance. And don't make me to take the screenshot of your name and why you have not provided attendance. Trust me, I don't have time for such things in my life. Please do fill your attendance. Do you want me to call out your name? Like those who have not given the attendance. Do you want me to call out your name? If you want, I can just do that. Please, please don't make me to do that. Okay, is that done? Guys, I can't see the attendance of. Okay. Siri, could you please give the attendance? Siri P. Do you want any extra intimation to provide the attendance? No, right? Because it's a sense that you should be having to provide the attendance. Okay, next, after Siri, okay, Nandini R. Could you please provide your attendance? Siri Nandini, could you please provide your attendance? Okay, if you're not providing the attendance, don't attend the class. That's it. Fine. Guys, are you able to listen what I'm telling? Siri and Nandini? I think still many, I think some 7, 8 people are there. I haven't seen. Please do provide the attendance. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day. Bye bye.